How you doing? This is Mike Giambrone, and we're going to be critiquing Mel Brooks's film *The Producers*, 1967 and or 1968, and of course the remake in 2005. Okay, so here we are. We had the beginning where Max Bialystock is walking out. One of the investors in his film, the little old lady who gave him the check, and as you can see, he's escorting her out of his office. Same costume, red jacket, blue dress. Now in 2005, we have her entering into the scene. As before, she was exiting the scene. It's still the same costume, the blue dress for her and the red jacket for him. Okay? Okay, now here we are back in the 1967 version where Max Bialystock is going to meet up with Leo Bloom for the first time. Now he meets him in the hallway. He gets right in his face, and the dialogue basically, is telling him to talk and to speak. Why aren't you speaking? And that basically stays the same in the 2005 version, but there is definitely a difference in the whole way he meets him.
Who are you?
In 2005, you see that he's already in the office. Leo Bloom is already in the office.
Speak to me, dummy. Speak.
Max Bialystock was under a pile of papers. He gets in his face again. Pretty much says the same thing, and the suit is a little different, little the same, but it still pretty much stays to the classic.
Calm down. Get a hold of yourself. Come with me.
Okay, here we have the 1967 version again. We got Leo Bloom and Max Bialystock entering into the office. We got Max on Leo's left side, looking him up and down, and then about to interrogate him as to who he is, what he's about, and what he's really doing here. Then he tells him basically to go over to the desk. But after he tells him to go over to the desk, what Max Bialystock does is then takes his coat. He takes his coat, and as you can see, he starts to walk away from him all the way over to the coat rack, looking him up and down, okay, going back and forth. And that's, of course, when he loses his temper and goes back over to him.
How dare you condemn me without knowing all the facts? Mr. Bialystock, I'm having a rhetorical conversation.
The old lady.
Now we have the 2005 version, whereas they are more of a one-on-one. He's not really moving around too much. He's looking him up and down. The dialogue completely changes in this. I'm sorry, the dialogue doesn't change too much. It just he throws the coat instead of leaving. He doesn't move around too much. He does keep with so much of the dialogue from the 67 version. But now we're going into, after this, we're going back into the 67 version again, with Max Bialystock basically feeling sorry for himself, explaining who he is. He moves away from Leo. He walks over, we have a close-up of him, and he's telling him who he is, going through who he was. And then it's quite of a different dialogue in the 2005 one. What we have in the 2005, we have Nathan Lane playing, Max Bialystock. We have him saying who he is, but now we have Leo Bloom with a whole different dialogue. We have a whole different dialogue here for Leo Bloom. He's telling him that he does know who he is.
Thank you.
Oh, you're also a great Broadway producer.
The costumes are the same in this, although a little different, and we do have a balcony in the setting in this. There's a balcony in this, in which Max Bialystock does walk out of, whereas in the 67 version, he just looked out of a window. Now we have Leo Bloom explaining that he has a ticket for one of his shows, so the dialogue completely changed over here in the 2005 version, as opposed to the 1967 version, whereas just Max Bialystock raving about who he was. So there has been some significant changes in the remake.